Hi everybody, and welcome back to my kitchen. This is Linda, and today we're going to make a cake. It's a cake that I have made many times, and I just love it. I love the simplicity of it, and I love the moist, buttery taste of it. So pull up a chair and we'll get started. Now, already in the bowl I've got a stick of softened butter, 1 cup of just granulated sugar, a teaspoon of vanilla, 2 large eggs. Remember, always bake with large or extra large eggs. And now my daughter got me this little gadget for Mother's Day, and I asked her for it. Look at this. Gotta press both sides. The little beaters come off of it. And I said, you know, there's so many times when I didn't feel the need for to get my electric mixer and all. I'd like a handheld mixer. And she got this. I was just gonna, I was thinking of just the regular type that you see everywhere that doesn't come apart. But anyway, she got me this. I'm gonna mix all of this together with my little mixer until it's smooth and creamy. And when I get it to that point, I'll bring y'all back. Alright, that didn't take but a minute. Go ahead and grease and flour a 9x13 pan and preheat your oven to 350 degrees. Now I've got 1.25 cups of self-rising flour. This is white lily, but you can use any type self-rising flour you want to, and 1/2 cup of buttermilk. So I'm going to put half of the flour in here. Yeah. And I'm going to stir it in. I think I'm going to use my spatula. I am making a mess and a half. Alright, I got half the flour in. And now I'm going to add half the buttermilk. And this is a recipe I got off of Phyllis Stokes' website. And she calls it Gotta Have Something Sweet Cake. And I tried it. And ever since I made this cake the first time, when I'm in a hurry for something, a good cake, I make this. This is what I make. So here's half of my buttermilk. I'm going to say it's half. And I'm going to go ahead and get that incorporated and the rest of the flour. And then I'll bring you all back. Alright. Excuse me, I got all of that mixed up in there. And I poured it into my greased and floured 9x13 pan. I'm smoothing it out, and it's going in the 350 degree oven for 25 to 30 minutes. I'll check it after 25, trying to get it even. And in the meantime, as soon as I get all my ingredients together, we'll be back with the icing. Alright, we're back. The cake is in the oven. I melted 4 tablespoons of butter. And I clarified this butter. That's why it's brown. But you don't have to. You can just melt the butter. And into it, I'm going to add about a cup of confectionery sugar. Sorry about that, I left out a quarter of a cup of buttermilk. About a half a teaspoon of vanilla. And about a tablespoon of Caro. And the Caro, or the light syrup, keeps it from getting grainy after it's been on the cake. That is so good, but I don't think it's quite sweet enough. So I'm going to add a little bit more confectionery sugar. And you all know to taste as you go. Your taste may be different than mine. You may like it with a cup of confectionery sugar in there, or you may want it sweeter. So just taste it and get it the way you want it. I got some lumps, so I'm going to have to, that is perfect. I'm going to have to use my hand mixer on it. And I'm also, before I do that, you remember when I showed you how to preserve lemons by freezing them? Well, that's what we're going to do right now, is I'm going to grate up some of this lemon, and it's going into my icing. So we'll have a fresh lemon icing. If that, you don't have to add the lemon, you can use icing just the way it is. And you pour it onto the hot cake, and then it sinks down in, and it is so good, and that cake is so buttery and moist and tender. I think that's enough. Let me get this back in the refrigerator, freezer, in my little Ziploc bag. Now I'm going to pour this into the my mix here, into my icing before I straighten it out. See if you all can see. Yeah. So here it goes. smells. It smells wonderful. I'm going to have to get this up with something. A lot of it got left. Okay, I'm going to use this. Alright, I'm going to smooth out my icing with my little hand mixer that my daughter Lori gave me. And when the cake comes out, we're going to pour this on it. And then I'll bring you all back. Hey guys, I just took my cake out of the oven. 30 minutes, perfectly done. Here's the icing. I'm just going to pour it over the hot cake. And any little bits you see in there is the lemon. We're going to surprise Sam with this. Now I'm going to let this cool just a bit before I call him in here to taste it. Get it all the way to the edges so that it will seep down the sides some. Oh my goodness. I ended up adding a little bit more grated lemon. I tasted the icing and it was lemony, but it wasn't lemony enough to suit me. So I just grated up a little bit more. Okay guys, I'm going to let this cool just a bit, and then I'll bring you back. Hi, we're back. I let this cool about 30 minutes. It's still warm, so the icing has not set really. It will harden a little bit, but we're going to go ahead and cut it. And I got Sam here, of course, as a taster. I hope I can get this out. You see how tender it is?
As long as it's good, that's what matters.
I'm going to lift out this warm piece of cake here. Look at that.
Woo! Get it on the plate and get it over here.
Well, I'm going to.
Drop that little piece there.
Yeah, well, I'm sure it'll get eaten. Here you go, guys. There's a close-up of it. It is moist and tender and delicious. So,
well, we'll see. We'll just see if it is. Sure appears to be.
And don't forget, I got this off Phyllis Stokes' website or channel, and she calls it gotta have something sweet cake. I'm calling it a butter cake because it is very buttery.
Yeah. The cake itself is very delicious, moist, very tasty. The icing, that lemon, that crisp citrus taste, it's great. And the icing.
Is it very lemony?
Oh yeah, you got plenty of. That lemon really adds to it. Yeah, great. Great little cake.
Well, I've made it many times, but I never put lemon in the icing. I always left it plain.
Well, I believe it's probably better. I don't remember it the other way, but that lemon adds to it. It's a crisp, clean citrus taste. Very good.
Okay, guys. You heard it from the master taster.
I'm a professional eater.
Thank you for coming in today and spending a little part of your day with with me. I appreciate it every time. Please like and give me a thumbs up if you like this recipe. If you want to see Phyllis make it, you can go to her website. But until next time, let me give you a close-up of it. Let's see. Here we go. Let me see if I can lift it. There you go. Until next time, you all take care and God bless.